Well, I'm back in my shed this evening, and I could really do with cleaning it up at this stage again, because it's just getting to be an absolute mess, and you can find nothing, and you can set nothing nowhere, because when I'm working on things, I just throw things beside me, and I don't really put them away properly, and I should. So, what am I doing this evening? I am having a go at electroplating. And the reason I want to do it is because on this Honda City Express I've got lots of rusty bolts, as you can see, and you can clean them up and you can restore them to look like new. If sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong. This is my first time trying this, so I don't know what way it's going to work out. But if you don't try, you don't know. So I'll show you what I'm at here. I got myself a couple of nickel iodes from eBay, and you can see the bubbles rising off that. That's the nickel all creating a solution in the vinegar. It's vinegar and salt that's in this. I got a big 5-gallon drum of vinegar in one of your local stores, and you pour it in. I'm not too sure if maybe this box is a bit too big and there's too much vinegar for the size of the diode, or the iode, sorry. We'll see how it's going to work out. It's meant to turn green after a good while. Who knows? So I'll explain this. When you see the bubbles rising, that's your negative side. You know that's your negative. So what you do is you get a old phone charger or something like that. I'm using this, and you just hook the wires onto one on this side and one on the other side, and it's as simple as that. Vinegar, salt, mix it up good and well with the salt, and put your negative one side and your positive the other, and you should start making solution, hopefully. At least I'm hoping that's the way it is. I think I'm actually starting to see a bit of green in there. See that? But the solution's meant to turn green anyway, and when it's green you know that it's ready to be used. And so that's what I'm doing at the minute. I'm creating the solution, and then when you're finished making your solution, you attach the negative to the piece that you want to electroplate. So we'll see how it works out for me. As I said, first time trying it, and I thought I'd bring you guys in and show you how it works out. And you know when you're watching my channel that you're seeing it as it happens, and that I'm covering nothing up. I just do it and we see what way it works, and a lot of the time it doesn't work out at all, but sometimes it does work. And I'm just stirring this because I have a lot of salt in it, so I'm just stirring it up to get the power going here. So there you go. And just to show you that it's working, I might get a multimeter and we'll test what power there is in it, because there should be power in the solution. So, or in the, oh never mind, I don't really understand that part of it. I don't need to understand that part of it, because I'm making the solution first and I'll worry about everything else later. So you leave this for about an hour or something like that, I was told, but this is quite a lot of solution here, so maybe I'll leave it for an hour and a half or roughly and see what we have when we come out. It should be green in colour. So there you are. You know what I'm at now, and we'll see how it works out. Simple as that. Okay, so this has been on for about an hour now, and I'm starting to see a small green tinge to the water. I don't know if you can see that. It's very weak, and I think it's weak because I just put so much solution in compared to the size of the high on, so I'm still waiting for it to turn a nice dark green, which I might not get at all, but I've prepared this nut. It was a rusty old nut from the Honda City Express, which I've replaced, and I'm going to try and anodize this first for a tester, just to show you what happens. So I'll wait until I get a bit more solution, and then it might be tomorrow, but I'll give it a shot then. We'll see how we get on. So I guess this has been on for about 2 hours now, roughly, and you can see it's starting to go lovely and green. Now I don't know if it's the voltage that I'm using or what it is, but it's taken quite a while to get to this stage where I get a solution that I can actually kind of use, and it's quite weak. I still need more, so I'll probably switch it on tomorrow before I go to work. When I come back, hopefully it'll be a bit greener than what it is now. So that's all I can tell you for now anyway. There you go. Okay, so it's now an hour later, so it's been on probably for about 3 hours now, and you can see the difference. This is going lovely and green now. Maybe not just green enough yet, so tomorrow, before I go to work, I'll probably switch it on. But for tonight, I'm ready to go to my bed. It's late, and I don't want to take the chance of leaving it on in the shed. So just for now, I'm going to turn it off and stick the lid on it, and hopefully tomorrow we can go at it again and try and get a good amount of stuff in it. So that's it for the night, guys. So we had a green enough solution, and I was going to have a mug of tea before I go to bed, so I couldn't resist. I decided I'd try and anodize this nut here before I go to bed, just to see what way it works. I'm just interested to know, and kind of excited, if you know what I mean. So we're going to give that a go and see how we get on. It's only going to be on for a few minutes before bed, so it'll just be interesting to see what happens. If I could keep the wires out of the water, it'd be a help. Need to be enough in the water to get covered and stuff, but to not destroy me wires and stuff. So that seems to be working pretty good there. We'll see how much is on it by the time we're gonna go to bed. It might not be clean enough to work, but we'll see. Okay, so the nut's been in this for in or around half an hour, I'd say, this stage. I'm just going to take it out to see if there's any difference. You're seeing it the same time as I'm seeing it. I'm not seeing a lot of difference. Oh, see a little bit. There's a little bit on the side there. So it is kind of sticking to it. It'd need to be in there for a good couple of hours, I think, because the solution's so weak. Anyway, I'm going to leave it tonight, because it's bedtime. It's actually nearly 2 o'clock in the morning. I have a habit of staying up watching YouTube videos as well as making them. So there you go. Look, thought I'd give that a try anyway, see what the fun was. I'll get back to this tomorrow and I'll make the solution stronger. So I got a little bit of autosol because I seen other guys doing it on YouTube and started rubbing at it. And when you consider that it started out life looking like this, and it now looks like this, I think it actually done alright. It's not perfect, but if you left it long enough, I mean, there's probably grease on that. I didn't give it a proper cleaning. I just gave it a quick rub with a wire brush. But if you hit it properly with a wire wheel and everything, I think it'd clean up pretty good actually. So there you go. So it does actually work a little bit, but it's just that one side there that didn't take. I don't know why, but I'm gonna give it another go tomorrow. I'll probably well, for starters, I'm gonna straighten it up with a file because obviously it's beat up, and hopefully the file will take a lot of that grease and stuff off, and we'll give it a wash with a bit of thinners or something, and then we'll try it again tomorrow, see what the crack is. But yeah, some stuff has actually went onto it. You can see it there, and it's cleaned it up just a little bit, but we have to get used to doing this. And I'm noticing the edges that it hasn't stuck to, and it's probably because of grease or rust maybe. I mean, I was told that these things need to be immaculate for it to work really well, you know. But you know, I wouldn't be displeased with that, you know, when you put it on the bike, when you compare it to something like this. I think you'd rather be seeing something like that, wouldn't you? So that was my little experiment for the night, and I'll continue on with it a little bit and let you know how I'm getting on. I'll just stick these two nuts onto the magnetic tray for now, that I don't lose them. I've noticed that this is not now sticking to the tray, which is a bit odd. That's weird, because it was sticking to it earlier, so that's another difference. And I had a go earlier on while I was wasting time just at cleaning up the controls on my little Express here. I don't think it came up too bad. I mean, you can still see some of the tarnish on it. I'm not too sure how to get that out. I might have to go a heavy grit of paper and work my way up. But when you compare it to that, it's definitely a bit better looking. And I've done the same over here. I mean, the light's making it look way worse. I mean, that tarnish, and you can't really see it when you're sitting here looking at it. I tried to do it with this as well, but there's a lot of, I don't know if that's pitting or what it is, because it's aluminium, and I know aluminium can degrade, but I know it doesn't rust, but it can corrode in a different way. And you can see it there, and you get a lot of that on 50 engines, Honda 50 engines and that, if you go to try and clean them up. But I'm no expert on it yet, but I'll get there. Right guys,